This is hands down one of the coolest devices I've ever unboxed here on the channel. We have well over 1,000 videos. I've been waiting for this.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Look at this. This is a touchscreen Bitcoin miner, and oh shit, is this cool. Haven't plugged this in yet. But I know what it's supposed to look like. Ooh, touchscreen. I can type my password in. Ooh, that's scary. You want to grab it like this. Don't do that. This is the BitAxe Touch. This is essentially a prototype, early draft, Blockstream edition with the coolest screen you've ever seen. There's multiple themes on this one. For example, I can go BitAxe Red. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is the first time I've fired it up. I absolutely love the Brains BMM 101. It's a Bitcoin miner in a nice case. It's quiet, and it's supposed to have a touchscreen, but they haven't finished developing touchscreen. Enter the BitAxe Touch. It's basically a BitAxe Gamma. I should be getting a consistent 1.2 terahash a second on this, and it has a functioning touchscreen. Wow, this is cool. And while you can do everything from the screen to set up and mine Bitcoin, yes, of course, over Wi-Fi. And I can see the power meter here in the back. It's only consuming 20 watts. Pretty good power usage, especially because we've got an additional screen here and a fan on the back side and the front sides. This is a push and pull system. Oh yeah, and this is open source, so you can build one of these at home if you want. This is open source, not only hardware, but also software. So you can do everything here from the touchscreen if you'd like to do so. Or you can just punch the IP address into your browser and go through a typical setup. So I'm gonna paste my Bitcoin address, put a dot, and then enter my worker name. And then I'm gonna select the mining pool that I want to use, which in this case is gonna be CK pool. Make sure to subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel because I'm going to create a video guide on how to set up your own Bitcoin node updated for 2025, because we've covered some of this stuff before, and how to run your own mining pool instance and basically be your own private Bitcoin mining pool on your own private Bitcoin node, strengthening the Bitcoin network not only by running a Bitcoin node, but also contributing to the Bitcoin security by running your own Bitcoin miner. All right, just rebooted this from my phone here after putting my mining information in there. So you can see the screen never really flipped off, but the actual mining software clearly rebooted. And you can see the mining pools have changed here. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Looks like intakes on the left side and exhaust is on the right side. There's no indicator to what's the top side, other than when you obviously turn it on and use it, but there's a bigger gap of the border on the bottom. Solo Satoshi had an early batch of these with the 3D printed cases, and most of them have already been sold or allocated to a huge wait list. ACS, a mining repair shop, and the actual creators of this device already have a new version, and they're building it to scale with a nicer metal casing and multiple chip options and lower pricing. They're building this as a volume product to decentralize Bitcoin mining more than ever before. Shout out to Solo for shining a light on this product, and shout out to ACS for making it and also focusing on scaling it. We have an affiliate link for Solo as well as ACS and a coupon code VoskCoin to save some coin. And if you want to support an American-made company or just not worry about import tariffs, well, then ACS is going to be right up your alley, born out of the great state of Texas. You don't have to worry about any duties, at least if you're based here in the US of A. If you say are looking at the Brains BMM 101, very polished, production-ready product, versus this a bit earlier, right? They're working on a metal case to move away from 3D printing and so forth. Similar price points, not going to be able to resist comparing those. But the key takeaway is you're getting a higher hash rate with the BitAxe Touch for essentially the same price and about double the efficiency. Having this on your desk would be so cool. I love this mining screen. I get an absolute overflow of information from our local network, pool 1, pool 2, mining hash rate, monitoring my temps and fan speed, ASIC frequency, my uptime, power usage here. So per the actual BitAxe Gamma heart of this device here inside, it's reportedly using about 17 watts. This came with the power supply. It's going to be a 5-volt power supply, probably a 5 amp unit. You can see it's reporting 5.2 volts with a 3.25 amp current here. At the wall, it's consuming about 21 watts of electricity. It's really cool to see out of the box 3 power modes. This is very simple, beginner, user friendly, low power mode, normal power mode, high power mode. So let's go and crank this bad boy up. We'll click high power mode, see what that does. We'll click save, and oh, that's pretty noisy on high power mode. That's probably 100% fan speed. We see the reported power draw is a lot higher than it was before, already at 22 watts. At the wall, it's up to 32 watts, so essentially a 50% power draw increase. Be curious to see what this hash rate gets up to. I'm Vosk here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm really excited to review the BitAxe Touch. If you've ever seen my videos before, we work hard every day, me and the rest of the team, to just put out the best content we can here on YouTube, and also work hard to build our own Bitcoin and crypto mining farm. So I split my time between that these days. We just pulled in another 600 amps on the mining farm, added a couple mining buildings. It's getting crazy over there. It's very exciting. On the content creation side of things, we try to put out a video a day, but lately we've had a lot of heavy videos, so we're maybe posting every other day. I really hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share the video, all that classic YouTuber stuff. But seriously, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. Did you like the video? What did we do well? What can we improve on next time? Any questions, anything like that, I'm all ears. So you may wonder, why do you have a little mini Bitcoin miner if you mine Bitcoin with full-size miners? Well, I'm an enthusiast and a hobbyist and an amateur at heart, right? So, you know, I love this stuff. I'm infatuated with this stuff. I'm enthralled with just Bitcoin mining, tinkering with stuff. And yeah, the overarching goal is to learn more, to earn more, deploy my capital, get my money working for me, all that stuff. However, I have a blast playing with gadgets and stuff like this, and this is incredibly cool. The wow factor out of the box with this is huge. This is hands down one of the coolest devices I've ever unboxed here on the channel. We have well over 1,000 videos. I've reviewed several hundred different crypto mining rigs. We should tally it up. It's a lot. First 2 videos on the channel back in 2017, a mini ASIC review, which this is essentially a mini ASIC. And then the next video was a GPU mining rig for Ethereum. Powered by the BM1370 chip, basically the same ASIC chip ripped out of latest generation Bitmain Antminer Bitcoin miners, S21 Pro and S21 XP ASIC chips, if you're familiar with that aspect of Bitcoin mining. Powered essentially by BitAxe Gamma. And with the space in here, it makes me wonder, could we look at some of the other BitAxe designs that use 2, 4, 8 chips and make just a touchscreen Bitcoin mining mini behemoth, a jumbo shrimp, right? An oxymoron. I love that this looks like a mini big miner, if you will. With the inclination that I just want to keep grabbing this here on the sides with both hands, I would love to see a revision on the fans to push them inward, or some kind of thicker grill where it would basically be impossible to nick your fingers. Because if you've ever cut your fingers with the fan, not fun. Ooh, be careful. Oh, fuck! I like that even with this early prototype, it's 3D printed, all blacked out, black fans, looks good. I'd love to see some Noctua fans in there. Big fan of those personally. And they just have stellar performance. Great airflow, very quiet. It makes me wonder if we could just crank this up, leave it in high power mode all the time, and yet it could still potentially be whisper quiet. I like that this wasn't really made much bigger than the screen though. I wouldn't be opposed to this getting a little bit larger. However, the bigger the box gets compared to the screen, it's potentially just more and more wasted and taking space to accomplish essentially the same thing. Setup, super quick and easy. I don't think they're going to be able to make enough of these. I think that the demand on these is just going to be crazy. I mean, I'm serious, out of the box, this is cool, and huge cooling capacity compared to a typical BitAxe. So I'm getting, and supposed to get, a consistent 1.6 terahash a second in this mode. So I'm getting that, right? And let me show you some numbers. VoskCoin made sololuck.com. Team collaborated on it. It's a real-time Bitcoin mining odds calculator. So let's put this in at 1.6 terahash a second. A 1 in 3.5 million chance to hit a Bitcoin block per day, and less than 10,000 per year chance to hit a Bitcoin block. Earning $275,000 at the time of recording this video, plus some transaction fees on top of that per block. But more importantly, getting over 3 Bitcoin for what? Your buy-in of a $300 beautiful, useful, fun gadget, like desk piece that happens to also mine Bitcoin. It's very impressive at this 1.6 terahash a second number. It almost makes it like a BitAxe Gamma Plus, or something like that, if you will. Let's bump it down to 1.2 terahash, or even towards 1.1 terahash, which is more typical BitAxe Gamma performance of Bitcoin mining power, right? So you mine at 1.2 terahash a second of Bitcoin mining hash rate normally. You'll see this is also reading gigahash. So 1,600 gigahash is 1.6 terahash, right? But the point, this in normal mode or a typical BitAxe, a 1 in nearly 13,000 chance per year, a 1 in 4.7 million chance per day. What a difference just 0.4 terahash a second can make for your Bitcoin mining odds. At the cost of a lowly 10 watts, it's like charging your cell phone. And if you don't know, that's not very much. The data's been crunched. The BitAxe Touch with the Gamma chip, or the BM1370, is one of the most efficient Bitcoin miners in the world ever. Ironically, outpacing the actual mining rig, S21 Pro, that these chips are normally sourced from. I just got the metal version in my hands, so I'm pretty excited for it. Make sure to subscribe if you want a longer term update on the BitAxe Touch, original one that I have, as well as an updated review on the metal version and the other versions that they have coming out, a silver version, a midnight graphite, utilizing multiple Bitcoin mining ASIC chips to offer more affordable price points. And due to the enhanced cooling of these devices, they can basically take last generation chips and get dang near current generation performance, offering a better bang for buck or lower cost per terahash of Bitcoin mining power. I'm gonna let this thing eat in high power mode. It's going in the BitAxe mining shed, because that's basically what's overtaken the VoskCoin green mining shed. And I don't care if it's a little noisier. If this was going on my desk, I record content, I get migraines, my head hurts often, I like peace and quiet, I'd be running quiet mode personally. I could definitely hear the whistle of the fans on normal mode. So let's check out quiet mode. I think it's the fan on the right side, but it's like squeaking just a little bit. I also need to see how to update my time. That's not the correct time and date. Maybe I'll crack this thing open and put Noctua fans in it. This is simply held together by 4 hex bolts here on the front. There's nothing else that keeps this case together. The fans have a fan shroud mounted on the outside with additional hex bolts. Wow, that fan is spinning so slow. I would guess that these fans actually might slide out if you unbolted them. The bolt on the shroud may also just be holding the fans in there. Some kind of post on the inside. Let's check out the BitAxe red theme, and then we'll let the quiet mode ramp up. Take a closer look at that mining performance. So it's starting to stabilize a little bit. It looks like quiet mode is just gonna underclock it, undervolt it, if you will, bring the power usage down some. And by using less electricity and these lower frequencies and so forth, it's gonna produce less heat. With less heat, the fans can spin slower to achieve the minimum cooling needed. We can see a steady climb here. This will probably end up at about 1 terahash a second on average. If not, 900 gigahash is an obvious safe bet here. 130 volt, 420 frequency, 23% fan. Let's go back to high power mode. I want to be the next person to hit a Bitcoin block solo mining, baby. This is nothing short of an incredible design, right? If you want the most bang for buck on a mini Bitcoin miner, right, you're going to be looking at just a typical no frills BitAxe Gamma. If you're looking for a nice screen on your BitAxe Gamma, you're looking at something like the NerdAxe. If you want a super cool touchscreen and just a very easy to use out of the box solution, I love the preset high, medium, low options too, then the BitAxe Touch is gonna be what you want. And I'm not trying to create FOMO or whatever, but like, they're not gonna be able to meet demand for something like this. Like for reference, just to my knowledge, Brains has sold thousands and thousands of their mini miner already. This is more hash for less money with similar screen capabilities and a functioning touchscreen out of the box. So if you want one, I'd order it immediately. And I'm seriously not trying to come off like a show. It's just, that's how hot stuff like this is. And with how rock steady Bitcoin is, it's probably not gonna change. That customizable touchscreen has got me hyped, I'll be honest. All I'm sitting here dreaming about is how about a VoskCoin edition? Black, gray, white, and green, whew. And how cool would it be and fun to integrate obviously Bitcoin stats and things like that, but then in the corner, subscriber amount, total videos, cumulative video views, maybe a little 5th icon here on the side. There's room, we could put another one here. And it's just the VoskCoin logo, you click that, and it's, you know, just pull the API and get all those stats in real time. That would be cool. This is the BitAxe Touch. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. And this is Tails. We close every video out in style here with 10 seconds of Tails. Hope you love the content. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you subscribe. I'll see you later.